Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, come on, make some noise. It is the 28th of June, 2023, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show. Hoity J, Minogio, and Keezy, you mad bastard, to take you through this glorious afternoon. And Mogi, as always, you rogue stallion. You're looking so good, mate. I'm thinking of chucking in my marriage and putting all my chips on the Mogi table.
Oh, g'day, you sick son of a bee, you mad dog. Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
Yeah.
And it's nice to actually see you in this kind of a vulnerable position. Keezy as well, obviously. I'm sort of used to looking over at Keezy at the urinal there, and anytime he heads into the toilet, so I'm sort of following him around like a lost puppy dog.
Yeah.
But this is the first opportunity I've had to look into his eyes while we're both sitting on a what would you call it? A throne of some description.
Yeah, a toilet of some
toilet,
description.
yeah.
Well, it's just a toilet. It's not
A
a toilet.
porcelain throne.
Yeah, it's just a toilet. Yeah.
How are you going, Keezy? Because we know what you're like when we're here at the Empire Tavern. And by the way, if you're in the area of the Auckland CBD, get your asses down here because the party is going to go off. Keezy gets very excited when there's free beersies, but we've managed to keep them under control thus far.
Yeah, well, to be honest, Jace, I've been here since, lunchtime. I've had one beer, coffee, and a Coke Zero, so doing quite well. We'll be here until late into the night, though, I'm assuming, because I've got a magical band on my arm that gives me free beers.
Yeah, totally.
So I'll be making the most of that.
Well, you're probably still haunted by the ghosts of the last broadcast we did where you're absolutely off your head by this time, stumbling all over the joint, making a fool of yourself.
I don't remember it,
yeah, hopefully we'll get to that stage in about 20-30 minutes.
Seriously, people, though, if you are in the area, come down to the Empire Tavern, Auckland CBD, grab yourself a beer, join the party because it's going to be a massive one, live music, heaps of great times. But let's kick off with a bit of Stone Temple Pilots.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Stone Temple Pilots here on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, live from the Empire Tavern in the Auckland CBD. A day in lieu, fellas, a day in lieu.
Certainly is a day in lieu, Jace. We've been here all day, 6 till 6. We're raising money for Bowel Cancer New Zealand. You can donate at any point by texting the word LOO, L-O-O, to 3493, or go to dayinlieu.co.nz for any larger donations that are bigger than $3. Jace, you've pledged to shave your hair completely off if we get to 50,000.
When did I do that, Keezy?
Oh, that was amazing, wasn't it?
That was literally like 15 minutes ago.
I actually was brought to tears by that, Chase.
What did I pledge?
It was a grand offer from you. You were sitting there talking to Prebz, and it was on air. And all of a sudden it just went sort of quiet between the two of you. Neither of you knew what to say, and you just sort of burst out, said, look, I'm going to shave my hair completely so I look like a baby's ass if we get to $50,000.
I have absolutely no recollection of saying that.
Right.
And what is that if we got to $50,000?
If we get to $50,000, yeah.
Right, okay.
For bowel cancer.
So if you want to see Jace looking bald, his head will be 90% schnoz and nothing else, then go to dayinlieu. Go to day. So I'm just trying to plug the charity, mate. Dayinlieu.co.nz and donate there.
And seriously, though, we do want to get to $50,000 by the end of the show, but right now it's time for the Big Show Big Poll. And today the chance around...
That's really strong. That's
really strong. Yeah, now listen, as you can imagine, being in a bar at the moment, we all ordered some wedges. I was absolutely...
We'll just back it up. We'll back it up right there.
Hang on, Jace, just quickly. You did not order any wedges. Pugs, our producer, said, I've been here since 8 a.m. I haven't even had breakfast yet. I might get some chips. So that's how those chips came out.
And the moment they landed on the table, Hoity J has treated them like they're a massive bowl of cheese balls. And he's in there and he is just double fisting these wedges. There's cheese and sour cream and bacon bits flying everywhere. But probably that's not the greatest crime, Keith.
No, the greatest crime was...
Hang on. Mogi, I'm disappointed in you, turning against your good mate Hoity J here. Yes, I didn't order the chips. Yes, they did come out. What actually happened, New Zealand, was that old Keezy, looking to get a bit of lining on the stomach there, grabbed a chick, licked the salt of it.
I did not.
Dipped it in the sour cream. He bit it off, and then he licked more salt of it, then he dipped it in the sour cream and double dipped, and I was disgusted, Mogi. Disgusted.
Jace. All right, I may have done that, but it was because of the precedent you set. chips come out. Your hand's the first one in there. I knew it because it was just covered in the dust of cheese balls. You grabbed 3 chips, you held it up to your mouth, you sucked the mayo off it, you then dipped it in sauce, back in the mouth, and then you said, oh, these chips are a bit colder than I would have liked.
Then you just spat all your masticated wedge out onto the bowl, and I thought that
It was disgusting.
Out of line, man.
Let's get back
That
to
is
the
out of line.
big poll.
Hodaki Big Show Big Poll.
Which is?
And the question today is...
Double dipping, yes or no? And that's off the back of Jace being a chronic double dipper.
Hey, and just to let you know, coming up very soon, live from the Hodaki's stage here, racing. How good,
Racing
How
the
good.
band.
Live. If you want to see it, come down to the Empire Tavern in Auckland for a day in lieu and help us raise some funds, eh?
Absolutely. In the meantime, let's kick off with a bit of The Strokes.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. The Strokes there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show, live from the Empire Tavern this Wednesday afternoon. Seriously, if you're in the area, get your asses down here. The party's beginning to kick up a little bit, fellas.
You better hurry up, there's only standing room left.
Yeah, totally. Now, we were talking about double dipping and Keezy's filthy habit of double dipping on the old sour cream and sauce there, Mogi. The salt and so forth.
But hang on, no, it wasn't me that was doing it. And you set the precedent early, so I thought I'd come in and be like, well, if you're doing it, I'm going to suck the salt off this chip and sort of get back at you. But double dipping, and it is the Hodaki Big Poll today, it is my opinion that it is disgusting. Which is when you bite a chip, you then dip it back in the sauce.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
What about germs in that?
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about germs. I think that's look. You can't catch it twice, has always been my opinion, Keezy. So you just go hell for leather, and actually makes for a stronger population if everybody has got all of the diseases. So you'll see Jason and I when it comes to the sour cream there, and we're both furiously thrusting it into the sour cream, eating it, sucking it, back in the sour cream there.
Mogi, I've got to be honest with you. When you got your finger out and just scooped up the sour cream with your finger there, mate, that made me want to eat it even more, to be honest.
Because that made me sick.
There was something about it, the way that you sucked on those those little pieces of bacon and then put them back.
Spat them back out.
I immediately popped them in my mouth because I went, how hot is that?
Yeah, well, there was actually one of the wedges was so hot that I did chew it up and just hoik it back into it. You didn't see that, Keezy.
No, I didn't.
You were eating it up. You loved it.
Did I eat that?
You were like
you loved it.
You were like a seagull at the beach, mate.
Because I was like, they've made chips with like mashed potato on top, but that was just leftover chip, was it?
Yeah.
Right. Well, because here's my theory. If you're going to double dip, and feel free to have your say on 3483 or on the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram story. If you're going to double dip the chip in, bite it, and then flip it round so you got the handle into the chip, and then dip that in. That's
but
okay.
then you got your dirty fingers in there, you know what I mean?
You're literally licking your
filthy
finger and
little
sucking it up. And
Keezy, we don't get to do it with your fingers.
I don't have any issue, as I say, with Mogi shoving his fingers in the sour cream at all.
But that's Mogi, so if I was to do it...
You didn't even notice this, actually, Keezy. When he was putting the sauce on, he licked the lid.
The restaurant sauce?
The sauce was going down the side of the thing there, so he didn't want to mess. And I went, I'm going to squirt that sauce all over myself now that Mogi's done that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what you were doing was actually filthy and disgusting, and it made me want to be honest.
So, let me just get this straight. He's fingering the sour cream, licking it, and then licking the sauce bottle. That's okay.
Yeah, totally.
I dip a chip in, bite it, and then dip it in again. That's not okay.
That is so foul and disgusting.
Who raised you, man? Who raised you?
Mon and Don?
Mon expects better of you than that, Keezy. Hey, listen, coming up very shortly, we're going to have live music from racing. But in the meantime, let's have a bit of Beck for you.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
So good.
Oh, yeah, a bit of Motley Crue for you there. Welcome back, you mad bastards. Live from the Empire Tavern in the middle of the Auckland CBD. If you're in the area, come on down and join the party, why don't you?
Yeah, that's right. We've been here since 6 a.m. raising money for Bowel Cancer New Zealand. It is a day in lieu. If you'd like to donate, $3 instantly, 3493. Text the word Lou, L-O-O. Or if you'd like to make a big donation and possibly get a shout-out like Charlotte, who donated $63.95 and gave a shout-out to the Warriors, then go to dayandlou.co.nz. Also, if we can hit 50K, Hoity J has promised to shave his head, and I will shave it for you.
Yeah, as I say, I have no recollection of saying that, Mogi, at any stage. Look, I think we can do the 50K. I've got no question about that. At no point did I say that I'd shave my head for 50K.
30 minutes ago.
If we get to 20K, I'll shave my bullos.
Right.
All right,
okay.
there's another pledge from me.
That's less appealing to the audience.
Well, I mean,
there's a
but
video of
20K,
it. There's a video.
We
of
want
you
to see that
saying
live. Yeah, we want to see that live. But I think what we'll do in the next break is we'll play back the audio of you saying it just so there can be no argument. But I don't think 50k is out of reach.
Certainly not.
Everybody just get into your pockets there and chuck some money towards a good cause. How long's it been since you have?
Yeah, exactly. And can I just say on that front, I don't want to blow my own trumpet here, but I've done that, the texting one 10 times now. So that's $30 Hoity J has donated to this whole cause. So get amongst it, people.
I just want to say to you, there's a special place in hell for people who lie about donating to charities,
Definitely,
man.
yeah.
And I think you're going to be sitting alone down there, brother.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, nice. Hey, but it is a really serious cause, and it is a good cause, and it's something that everyone needs to be aware of, isn't it, Mogi?
It certainly is. And I think getting along, because I know, Jace, you're old school, even though you're only 42, and you look 41.
Thanks, mate.
But you're one of the old school sort of guys where if there's something wrong with you, you just think to yourself, I'm just going to leave that and hopefully it sorts itself out somehow.
Totally.
The worst thing I could do is go to the doctor and have them tell me that I've got cancer. If I don't go to the doctor, then they can't tell me that I've got cancer, therefore I havenly got cancer.
True that, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
True that.
My old man was very much of that ilk, and he actually had blood in his urine.
Okay.
Wow.
So he was urinating, there was blood in there. He told his wife about it. She said, you should go along to the doctor. He said, nah, I'll be
She'll
right.
be right.
Mate. Yeah, he's backbone.
Good
He's a
as
backbone.
gold. Yeah,
Shut up and get on with
get
it
on
sort of
with it,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, his wife was nagging him. You know what they're like.
Yes.
And eventually he decided to go along, and the doctor there said, well, what's the problem? He said, well, I've got blood in my urine. And the doctor said, how long's that been going on for? He said, about 2.5 weeks. And the doctor said, don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. It normally stops after about a month.
What?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So Dad went home. He was pretty stoked. He said, the doctor said we're all good. It turned out that the doctor there, she said, hang on a minute, what was he wearing? A Warriors jersey.
Even back then?
Yeah. So it turned out he wasn't a real doctor. But as it turned out, the reason why my father did have blood in his urine was because he had polycystic kidney disease.
Right.
Which is where you get cysts on your kidney, eventually swell up and shut down.
Yes.
He got it in time. And then he's told me about it. I'm lucky enough that I've got it as well. But because he found out, he got the diagnosis, went to the doctor, found out about it, then I've been able to apply the treatment earlier on in my life so it doesn't affect me as badly.
Yeah,
Nice.
Totally. And I think the message there is don't be a dirbrain.
Don't
you know
be
what
a
I mean?
dirbrain. Yeah.
Go and get it checked.
And I am, sort of old school in that regard. I inspect my what I release.
Bylaws.
I inspect my bylaws, but also every time I go to the toilet, I just have a little look into the toilet bowl there.
Oh, you've
just
got
to make sure, that I've got my 3 perfect Hoity J tubes.
Well, you said that actually the one thing that you kept from when you were working in the sewers down in Wellington was your poo stirrer.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
still got your stick.
Yeah, I've still
So
got
you
the
get your stick in the toilet there, you give it a ding, 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 and just have a gaze at what's in there.
Yeah,
So
totally.
good, man. And
Yeah.
like you listening at home, you don't have to operate that way, but keep an eye out. See any blood or anything, then go and get talk to a GP about it. Otherwise, if you'd like to get on board with this great cause, Jace.
Yes.
Jace, I'm looking at you here.
Yes.
Text LOO, L-O-O, to 3493. $3 donation. Otherwise, if you'd like to make a bigger donation, dayandlou.co.nz.
Dayandlou.co.nz.
In terms of those bigger donations, I made a $100 donation from Hoity J there, but I don't want to.
Well,
bring
no, I've got a record of
I don't
everyone.
wanna-
I
I don't
don't
want to
see
bring
you.
anyone's attention to it. Hey, if you're in the area, come down to the Empire Tavern. Coming up next, exciting bit of live music for you, racing.
Yeah, boy.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Welcome back, you mad bastards. This is the Big Show live from the Empire Tavern in the Auckland CBD. Get on down here because there is a lot going on, including live music. And we've got some live music for you right now. So give it up. Make some noise for racing.
Like the city's on fire, and when I feel, like confessions untold, I run wild, I run wild, I run wild. I run wild, I run wild, I run wild, I run wild. Oh, bright of a star, stay next to me. Oh, like your rosary bee. I run wild, I run wild. Ooh, I run wild, I run wild. Ooh. Oh, well, I'm too late tonight. I can't get it straight. I can't get it right. Oh, well, I'm too late tonight. I can't get it straight. I can't get it right. Oh, well, I'm too late tonight. I can't get it straight. I can't get it right. Oh, well, I'm too late tonight. I can't get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I run wild, I run wild. Whoa, whoa. I run wild in the night. Whoa, whoa. I run wild, I run wild. Ooh, I run wild, I run wild. Ooh, I run wild, I run wild. Whoa, whoa.
All right,
Very much.
give it up. Give it up, New Zealand. It's going off down here at the Empire Tavern. Get your asses down here.
That's right. A big shout out to Ed and Sven from Racing. More exciting stuff to come. Empire Tavern, Auckland downtown. If you'd like to donate to the cause, text the word LOU to 3493. Instant $3 donation to Bowel Cancer New Zealand. However, if you'd like to see Jace shave his head, he's promised to do so if we can get to 10 grand. dayandlou.co.nz. Go along there, make a big old donation. We'll shave that big old head of Jason Hoyt.
Just imagine Jason Hoyt, no hair there, just looking like Wilson from Castaway with a massive honker hanging off the bastard there.
Yeah, good one, good one. Hey, in the meantime, a bit of Pink Floyd for you.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Live from the Empire Tavern. If
I was
you're in
just
the area.
commenting there,
Yes.
Pink Floyd's no racing, are they?
No,
They're no racing.
How good were they, man?
How good racing.
I reckon we just go live music all afternoon.
We have a
Wow.
word.
That would be
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, good idea.
You know, and it's amazing when you see talent like that. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And what a lot of people will realise, and you'll know this, Mike, I'm actually Keezy's acting agent.
Yep.
And I've got to be honest with you, trying to find work for him is like pushing shit uphill a little bit.
Yeah.
See, I find that hard to believe.
No, just wait. And there's a couple of reasons for that, Keezy.
Right.
First and foremost is your lack of ability. That's the first thing. There's not a lot of work out there. Now, there's people that know about you, right?
That's good. That's a good start.
Wow.
But they don't want to have a
Can be
bar
bad.
of you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh,
and then there's the
reputation.
people that don't know anything about you at all.
And they want to have a bar of me?
Oh, no, they're not generally very interested.
Right, okay.
And Mogi, being an agent himself, he can testify to this. There's not a lot of work going around at
There's
the
not a
moment.
lot
Mogi.
around there, man. So that you'll find, sort of by and large, it's the more talented individuals that are getting the work.
Right.
Certainly the better known people and the people that are going to arrive on time and not steamed.
So is that
So
why...
it's sort of like X for old Keezy,
Right, yeah.
unfortunately.
Is that
Yeah,
why
yeah.
you guys haven't had much work lately either, or...?
Oh, no, I've turned a lot of work down, actually.
Oh, right.
And I've actually, the work that I've turned down, tried to give it, get them to give it to you, but they're not having a bar of it. But there's something I want you to consider here, Keezy.
Oh, yeah?
In terms of kickstarting your acting career, because we really need a kickstart.
All right.
I'm wondering if you'll be open to the possibility of doing some soft porn.
Porn is short for pornography.
Pornography, yeah.
No, I know what porn
But
is short
so many
for.
great actors out there started their careers doing soft porn.
Okay, right.
And,
So, let's just say, for example...
Sylvester Stallone?
Yes, he
Really?
did a lot of soft
Yep.
porn. Yep.
what about
Quite soft.
Brad Pitt?
Yeah,
Brad Pitt.
That
was his
his stage name,
He did
yeah.
a bit of-
Right.
Tiny.
Harrison Ford, he did a bit of soft porn.
Did you guys?
That didn't
Oh,
need
we
to.
didn't need to. We went straight to the sort of main guest roles sort of thing, handsome leads. And I'm
Right.
just thinking...
Jace
in
the
terms of
pool
just-
boy.
In terms of getting your face out there...
Oh, yeah. So my it's because what... This
Well, actually, there won't be much of your face. It'll mostly be your naked ass and your bullos. But
Right.
I just think it's important to try and give you that launch in your career.
Okay, cool. Well, look, I mean, I'm a married man, so... But I think my wife
It
would be
doesn't count.
understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't
she'd be
count.
understanding because it's for my career.
Yeah.
What are the scenarios, though? Because it depends on the role.
Well, look, when I say that you'll start off with a bit of soft porn, that's being a bit ambitious. You'll probably start off as a bit of a fluffer and things like that, and just behind the scenes. And I'm confident, given your physique and your rugged good looks, Keezy, that it will be only a matter of time before they get you on screen,
Right.
or your buttocks at least.
So you think... So me getting my ass on screen, that'll lead to getting acting roles?
Oh, probably not, but we've got to start somewhere.
He's
Keezy.
got to get some money coming in, man.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
You've got to keep the lights on. Alternatively, you could do sort of a leaked, self-made porn.
Yeah, sex
video,
tape.
sort of Kim Kardashian, Paris
Right.
Hilton styles.
Would people be interested in that?
Oh no, they'd feel violently ill. You've sort of got. There was that sex tape that came out of Screech by Saved by the Bell. That guy in Saved by the Bell. You remember
Right.
that?
Yeah.
No.
You've got a bit of a Screech vibe.
Oh, he sounds cool. He
Yeah,
sounds like a good
totally.
dude. Well, look, Jace, I trust you 100%. If you think I should do softcore pornography, then I'll do it.
Yeah, totally. That sounds good. Oh, but actually, now that Mo's mentioned the sex tape, I think you could probably go there as well.
A sex tape.
Yeah, either or. That'll
Okay.
do, Keezy.
All right.
Hey, let's have a bit of music. If you're in the area, by the way, come on down to the Empire Tavern. Let's have a bit of music.
Don't forget as well, if you'd like to donate $3, text Lou to 3493 for Bowel Cancer New Zealand.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Bit of music to round off the hour. Don't forget, after 5 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon, as always, relationship advice. If you need relationship advice, text us 3483.
That's right, everyone that texts through, by the way, on 3483, needing help with their relationship. In the draw for BK vouchers. Also, after 5 o'clock, more good stuff, raising money for Bowel Cancer New Zealand here at a day in lieu, which is down at the Empire Tavern in Auckland.
Desperately trying to get to $50,000, which is when Jason Hoyt is going to have his head shaved live on air. Bald as a badger, and we've actually got stages for this. Initially, it was just $50,000 that was off with your hair. At $20,000, we're going to do your bullhorse. So come on down to the Empire and watch Woody J get himself shaved upstairs and down.
Well, as I say, I don't recall
Oh,
saying that,
wow.
but we'll talk about that after 5. But get on down to the Empire Tavern. The party's going off.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon. Now, listen, we're at the Empire Tavern doing the show live. If you want a Backbone T-shirt, come on down. Raising awareness and money for Bowel Cancer New Zealand. And I tell you what, Mogi, she's filling up fast, mate.
She's absolutely jammed down here. Standing room only. People are going off their heads, man. It's getting pretty full on. So you're going to have to be quick.
Certainly, Empire Tavern, by the way, that's in Auckland. It's 5 o'clock. You've just finished work. Hop
Come
in your
on.
car, drive here, text Lou to 3493, donate $3 to Bowel Cancer New Zealand or dayinlou.co.nz if you'd like to make a bigger donation. Now, you want to do that because literally just over an hour ago, Jace promised that if we raise $50,000, we could shave his head bald.
And just on that, so we're going to shave it bald. That's going to be awesome.
Well,
We're going to
hang
get to
on,
50
hang
Everybody
on.
here is going to start chucking their money, so that's magnificent. And we're probably going to decide on the type of bald we go with, because Keezy and I have been having a chat off here, and we've
have.
decided we're going to go with a Costanza for you.
Right,
So you're going
okay.
to be running the Costanza. You're just going to have the landing strip straight up the guts, and you're going to keep the hair all around the side.
Right, okay, yeah. Well, the weird thing is, and I think we can get to 50k, by the way, I never recall at any stage saying that I would be prepared to shave my head get to the $50,000.
Look, Jace, I've heard you say this multiple times. Fortunately, we've got producer Pugs, who's back in the studio. I believe he's actually lined up the audio for us, so here is proof.
Well, we'll aim for 50K. Let's go 50K, and here's my pledge to you. If we get to 50K, I'll do the full shave of the head, not number ones, not number twos, not number threes, not number fours, as bald as a baby's ass, Prebz, if we get to 50K.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, man.
Fairly definitive.
Well, I think there's a bit of AI going on there. I think that's doctored footage. But okay, if we get to 50K, here's my pledge. I will go fully nude on top. All right?
Right, okay. And also, if he gets to 20K, he said we can just sort of shave the middle bit like George Costanza. If we even get one more grand, we're allowed to just sort of shave the fringe completely off.
And his eyebrows.
And his eyebrows as well. So, very generous as Jason Hoyt.
How do I donate, Keezy?
Oh, Mike, Mogi. Great question.
Thanks, man.
You text Lou to 3493 or go to dayandlou.co.nz. And now coming up next, actually, relationship chat.
Yeah, relationship chat. So if you need some relationship advice, text us now, 3483. In the meantime, let's get into a bit of AC/DC.
Just by the way, everyone that does text through for relationship advice, in the draw for BK vouchers, we got stacks.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
I love you so much.
We need to talk.
I'm going out with the boys.
Hey, babe, have we got anything on this weekend?
Relationship advice with Jason Mike. Yeah. And as we've always said, Mogi and I being men of experience, married for a long time now, Mogi.
Yeah.
And we've been through the mill, as it were.
Yeah.
And we've got loads of experience. Your wife's in the audience and she just glared at me, so I'll just refocus myself here. But we've got some experience in relationships.
We do.
That's all I'm trying to say.
That's right.
What are the people saying on 3483 there, Keezy?
Yeah, there's a lot of people needing help, guys, on 3483. Don't forget, if you do text in needing advice, you go on the draw for BK. Also, just quickly, a big shout out to Steel Solar and Electrical, who just donated $160.
$160? Oh, yeah! $160!
That's right. They did that at dayandlou.co.nz. We're up over $9,000. One more $1,000 and Jace gets a Costanza haircut. All right. A lot of questions coming through on 3483. G'day, guys. I've got a speed date tonight. What do you think my best approach is? Cheers. And that's from Garrick.
Well, I think, in your case, Keezy, if you
well,
were
it's not me.
I know, but I mean,
this is relevant.
I think you'd be quite suited to the speed date, because the more they found out, the less chance you'd have of it carrying on. So, in some respects, Mogi, a speed date's a good thing.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I don't think
good.
there's any wrong way to approach it. It means you can they don't find out any of the horrible things about you, like you say, as with the Keezy.
Yeah.
So I'd say, if I was you, ask a lot of questions.
Yes.
Ask a lot of questions. Because, and I don't know if this person's going on a date with a male or a female.
With Garrick.
Sure.
But, I can assume the other person would like to talk a lot. So just asking questions of the other person, reveal nothing of yourself.
Yes.
And through asking those questions, and this is what you and I did, Jace,
yes,
you're able to shape the kind of person you need to be for them.
Yeah, totally.
You create this image of the person that they want. You trap them into marriage. You have children. Then you can reveal yourself and put on heaps of weight.
Yeah, totally,
When
mate.
you say reveal yourself...
Your true self.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Just double checking. Another way to impress them, by the way, is by texting Lou to 3493 and showing them that you've donated $3 to Bowel Cancer New Zealand. That's just a wee tip I've got. Hey, here's a really good one from Susie.
Susie, okay, yeah,
On 3483.
Feels made up.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
not-
It feels fake. It feels like you're just making texts up now, Keezy.
Why would I make texts up? Hey guys, I've just got into a new relationship and haven't yet had a sleepover due to my horrific snoring.
Right.
What should I do? That's from Snorri Susie.
Well, you were saying, Keezy, when
Can we just keep on Susie and Garrick, please? This isn't...
Listen, I've got with the massive snozzers
Like yours,
that the Big Show run, I can certainly relate to that. Ironically, like in my example, Mogi, my lovely wife has a very petite nose, but snores like a horse when she's tired. You know what I mean? And it is disconcerting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it certainly can be, and I sort of have that issue as well. So in the early days, the dawn there of the relationship with my now wife, I didn't want to go to sleep either.
Yes.
So we sort of settled down for the evening there. I tucked up in bed and I just, so I just going off to the bathroom to freshen up, and I just hang off the back of the see-through didgeridoo for a few minutes there, and I'd just be awake all night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's your advice to Susie, is just to get on the old...
Old pipe.
Yeah, listen, and it can't be worse than what Keezy used to do at the start of his
Well, that
relationship.
sounds pretty bad already.
Was, to cut the cheese and then pull the duvet up. So, whatever you choose, I think it's going to be better than what Keezy would probably do.
Yeah.
What else we got there, Keezy?
You'd rather them get on the pipe... Yeah, okay. Actually, here's a great one. This is a really good one on 3483. Hey, fellas... Me and my girlfriend broke up 6 months ago when she went to Denmark. She just returned today, and I think I still love her. That's from Clive.
Is there a question?
Yeah, well, what's the question?
Sorry, what should I do? From Clive.
Well, we talked about,
who lives in Clive.
The long-distance romances, and how they can work. And basically, what the conclusion that we came to with a long-distance relationship is you keep it going, but you have sex with other people while they're away.
And don't tell them.
Yeah, and just don't tell them. And then when they come back, just, kickstart
And
back
that's all
into
good.
it. Yeah,
Just 'cause
totally.
that-
As long as they don't find out, that's the key.
Yeah.
Right.
You find the trouble with these sorts of things is when you start revealing all the things that you're up to.
Yes.
The less they know, the better for you. And
Right.
the better for the relationship
And
long term.
is that how you operate as well, Mike Minogue?
Well, this is the advice that we're giving.
Yeah,
Keezy.
Right, okay, yeah.
Keep those texts coming, by the way, on 3483.
But yeah, because there's BK on offer.
Oh, there is. And in
Yeah,
the meantime, here's the Smiths.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Smiths there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show. Hey. If you're in the Auckland CBD, come on down to the Empire Tavern. Come and join the party. Come and raise awareness for Bowel Cancer New Zealand, because it's going off, fellas.
It certainly is. We've raised a whole heap of cash, and if we get to 10 grand, we're not far off. Jace has agreed to have his entire body waxed by everyone here at the Empire Tab. Certainly worth getting amongst. If you'd like to donate, either text Lou to 3493 or go to dayandlou.co.nz where you can make a larger donation. Big shout out to Big Stew and regular sized Heather for donating $211. Also,
$211.
Oh, yeah, $211. How good?
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
How good is that? And also a big shout out to JKC Construction. A hundy big ones just came in as well.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Backbone. Massive backbone. But right now it's time for...
I love you so much.
We need to talk.
I'm going out with the boys. Hey, babe, we got anything on this weekend?
Relationship advice with Jason Mike.
Got to say, this has taken on a different sort of a shine with my wife and child sitting here, but all good. All good.
No, I totally understand. I've received a few texts just quietly myself, Mogi, from my beloved one there.
Well,
So
actually,
there you go.
just on that, we'll start with this question right here. Hey, guys in Keezy. My husband is potentially coming home with a shaved head Costanza style due to getting overexcited at a work fundraiser. How do I keep the romance alive and take him seriously with that going on?
Yeah, well, I think, like in my case, 27 years married.
26.
Mogi. Oh, is it 26? 26 years married. The flame and the fire is...
Long out.
Yeah. And I could come home bald. I could come home in whatever state. And
Naked.
Naked. It's not going to make any difference to our relationship, to be honest.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all. And actually, in fact, if this person, you'd think this person would actually be reinvigorated by the generosity, the kindness,
Yes.
The selflessness displayed by their partner, who's willing to look like George Costanza just to get some money to charity.
Yeah.
And I think this person can probably take a long, hard look at themselves in the mirror, actually, and just sort of think about what it is that they're bringing to the table. Not good.
Thanks,
Not good.
mate. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Actually, this person should definitely text Lou to 3493 right now. Donate to Bowel Cancer New Zealand just to even things up. Here's a really good question, actually. G'day, guys. I want to come down to the Empire Tavern, but my missus won't let me. What do I do?
Oh,
Classic.
yeah, what a classic scenario that is.
Yeah.
It's a bit sexist, though, Keezy. I expect better
Look,
from you.
this is
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
text
I
that
mean,
I'm just
that's
reading
a
it
shame.
verbatim.
You know
That's a
how I
shame.
feel about...
I don't think you have to say what sex either of the people
Right.
are.
Yeah.
That sort of gives others the wrong idea. But you should
Right, okay.
definitely break up with her.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
should.
she.
Oh, yeah,
That guy
yeah.
should. I can't see a future for that relationship.
Just
to be
end it?
completely honest.
Yeah. Totally, because you were saying off air before, Keezy, weren't you? That you have a hoor of a battle getting golf time each week You know, you want to play 3 games of golf a week, which is like 12 hours, I think.
And you're right. Well, it's not fair what you're actually going through at the moment, Keezy, because all you want is to play 3 rounds of golf, have your game of netball on a Tuesday, your game of basketball on a Thursday,
Wednesday,
and watch 12 games of rugby league over the weekend. And she won't let you?
Yeah, and that's
can you see a future in that relationship, honestly, Keezy?
And I think of all the jip you get for your midnight steamers. You know what I mean? It's rough for you at the moment, buddy.
Thanks, fellas, and I'm glad you guys are in my corner on this one. I agree. Break up with her. Here's a really, really good question to finish off relationship advice for this Wednesday afternoon. G'day, fellas. I'm on my way to ask the missus' parents for their permission to marry their daughter. How do you reckon I go about it? Cheers, that's from Mitch.
Funny story, true story. Actually, I did that, Mogi.
Oh, yeah?
I asked my lovely wife's father if it was okay to ask for her hand in marriage.
Just
and I'll
the
never
father?
forget. Yeah, just the father. Because that's what you sort of did back in the day there, Keezy. And his response was shortened to the point, shit no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I just piled through with it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I told him a few lies about my prospects and stuff like that.
Well, what are you supposed to do in that situation if they say no?
Well, you just ignore them, Keezy.
Right, just
you
get
know
on
what I
with
mean?
it.
Give
You
them
shut
a
up and
massive
get on with it.
They're probably trying to do you a favour. You should probably listen.
Yeah.
You say, well, I tried, babe, and they're not keen.
Yeah, so what can I do?
Moving on.
Yeah.
Off to the old casino for a bit of the old Queen of the Nile.
Well, thanks to everyone for texting through their questions on 3483. Any other questions? How about this? Text Lou instead to 3493 and donate money to Bowel Cancer New Zealand.
Yeah, let's hit the 10K in the next 10 minutes.
That's right.
Come down to in the next 10 minutes.
Come to the Empire Tavern, by the way, if you're in Auckland. It's going off.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Oh, Tune. Kings of Leon there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show live from the Empire Tavern in the Auckland CBD. Come on down and say a g'day and be a part of the party, eh, fellas?
That's right. If you're wondering why we're down here, we've been here since 6 a.m. It's called A Day in Lieu. We're raising money for Bowel Cancer New Zealand. If you would like to donate $3, text Lou to 3493. Or if you'd like to make a big donation, go to dayinlieu.co.nz and you can enter your donation there. Now, we're racing along in terms of funds, and Jace has promised that once we hit $50,000, he will shave his entire head bald.
Yeah, well, as I say, I don't recall ever saying that, and quite frankly, I think we've opened a can of sperms there, Keezy.
What? What do you mean?
There's been heaps of texts coming in saying, we should be doing his bullers, we should be shaving his back, we should be doing head to tail.
Yeah, no, we're doing his head, obviously, but what do you mean, can of sperm? What is that? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean, what do I mean by it?
Well, it's can of worms.
No, it's can of sperms, man. Why would you have a can of worms?
Well, why would you have it? No, the saying, are you being serious right now?
Yeah, no, I'm totally being serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Opening a can of worms, like, getting, don't...
You don't want to open what would you least like to open, a can of worms or a can of sperms?
Yeah.
Well, obviously the sperms. I mean, both cans are pretty terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
I mean, seriously, if you think about it, logically here, Keezy, how horrific would it be opening a can of sperms?
Well,
as opposed to opening a can of worms. I mean, that would be gross.
Yeah, worms would be fine.
Yeah, but it would be not so bad.
Especially for you, Jace, as a fisherman.
Yes.
Or a fisher person, as we call them these days, or a fisher.
Yes.
You'd quite like to have a can of worms because it would help you with your hooking, your baiting, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, no,
if you went down to the beach there, you set up your rod.
Yes.
You're all ready to go with your lures and everything, and you open up a can and it's full of sperms.
Yes.
Well, that's not good to you.
No,
well, I'm telling you, it would be a challenge getting a sperm on the hook.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm partially blind anyway, as you know,
yeah,
Mogi.
That's right.
Can you imagine Hoodie J trying to get a sperm on a hook?
No, I know.
That's just stupid, Keezy.
No, I know. I'm not. Look, your rod.
I've got a goldfish pond at home as well. It's more of just a fish pond. It's got your koi in it. Your kahawai,
yes.
Your terakihi.
Oh, you got the kahawai with the koi?
Oh, yeah, the kahawai with the koi there.
In a pond, fresh water.
And I often get a can of worms out and I'll feed the fish in there. But if I ever tipped in a can of sperms...
No, it's not about what you would do with a can of sperm or a can of worms. It's the fact that the saying is, you've opened a can of worms, which is like, don't pull that, Fred, otherwise the whole jumper will unravel, or skivvy, in your case, Jace.
I've got to be honest with you, Keezy. I've never heard the phrase can of worms.
Right.
I think that's just something... I think you probably heard can of sperms one night when you were steamed and
really?
immediately thought can of worms because you just misheard it.
So it is can of sperms? sperms?
Yes, can of sperms.
Oh, okay. So, don't mention that. You'll be opening a whole can of sperms.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you would settle for a can of sperm, because sperm is the plural of sperm.
Yes.
Right. So can of sperm.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Well, just glad that we cleared that up. Actually, could you write that down, can of sperm, Jace? Is that all good?
Don't ever do that again, Keezy. I don't write anything down. You write it down, pal. Right. Hey, seriously, though, if you are in the area, come on down to the Empire Tavern. Love to see you. By the way, we've got Backbone T-shirts to give away as well. So come on down and say good day, fellas.
Hell yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Pearl Jam there on the radio. Tune. Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. If you're in the Auckland CBD, come on down to the Empire Tavern. Come and say good day. Get yourself a Backbone T-shirt. Have a beer.
Backbone.
And maybe a bowl of wedges.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, while you're here, feel free to text Lou to 3493. Donate to Bowel Cancer New Zealand, or go to dayandlou.co.nz if you'd like to make a larger donation than that, and also get yourself a shout out. For example, Mark Smith, Mr. Twaddle, $420. $420,
everyone.
$420.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo. Oh, yeah.
And a big shout out to Bevan Miles, who gave us $100, and Duncan Ives as well, $100. Massive backbone.
Backbones. Massive backbones.
Huge. Jace.
Yeah, mate.
Have you noticed, because Mike's here and his family are here as well, his wife and his daughter, have you noticed how he's different? You know what I mean? Like, he's massively different while they're here.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
He is. He's a very different man.
Usually he's all tight shirt, deep voice, intimidating people. His wife and his kid are here, and he's being like, talking in baby voice, and you know what I mean? It's really weird.
What do you mean it's weird, Keezy?
Well, I'm used to him being all like, yeah, g'day, Keezy, I'm just here to do radio, don't talk to me, sort of. That's what he's usually
Oh, yeah, look, I'm used to him coming in the studio and sitting down and flexing his arms and stuff.
Yeah.
Showing me his ass and that sort of thing. But as we've discussed previously, haven't we, Mogi? He's just keeping up the facade.
Exactly right, man. It's how, Jay, we've told you a million times, Keezy, that the way you get yourself a good partner there is, in our case, you've got to pretend to be somebody that you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no way in the world I could have got my wife by being who I actually am.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's no way.
Yeah, totally.
So I have to pretend that I care what she's saying and care what she thinks, and that I'm interested and all that sort of stuff that I'm not.
Right.
I'm not. So you've got to put that facade on in order for them to fall in love with you, and then you trap them with the marriage, and then you trap them with the kid. So I just sort of continue that on. Now, I do reveal more and more of myself.
Right.
I'm not like this all the time, but every now and again you have to sort of... She's like, why did I marry him? And then you pretend to be what...
the image.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you feel weird, though, doing the whole, like, hey, schnookums, is everything okay over here?
I don't say schnookum.
I never
baby
hear
cakes.
heard him
Baby
say,
cakes, yeah.
schnookums.
Yeah.
But he was doing the whole, like, hey, is everything okay over
But
here?
Hoodie
baby
J, I
cakes?
mean, this is very much what you do.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. As we've previously discussed, my wife wouldn't have had a bar of me if I had been honest with her.
No.
You know what I mean? And it was just really a case of creating the facade, the image.
That's
of an
right.
up-and-coming top radio DJ.
Well, hang
and
on,
all
this
that
was-
sort of jazz.
This was like 28 years ago.
Yeah, 28 years ago.
It's a long game.
Yeah. And as I said before, Keezy, now we've reached the stage where I'm in my tracky pants as soon as I get home. I'm so far down the line I don't need to keep up the facade.
Right,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Mogi's still...
Yeah,
he's
I'm
about
10 years in.
Yeah, 10 years in.
So should I change? Because right now I just am myself around my wife, and that seems to be fine.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously got her standards set pretty low.
Right.
And I guess that's working in your favour. We're going to see how all that works out. I mean, eventually imagine all the sport that you watch is going to wear her out. But probably the thing about all the sport that you watch, that you go and play netball, you go and play basketball and sit on the bench for an hour and don't get to touch the ball because no one wants to give it to you because you can't shoot it.
Yeah.
And then watching all the rugby league and then go and play golf and all of that. That's probably the best part of the marriage for her, is the separation, is you not being around.
I've got to be honest with you, Keezy. Your relationship for me has always screamed rebound romance.
Yeah, that's actually accurate. Yeah. I think she also likes leaving me to it with a frozen Hawaiian pizza while I play PlayStation, and she'll just go out and do whatever she wants.
God knows what she's up to.
Yeah, true.
True.
But every now and then she goes out and gets hammered with her mates.
Yes.
And then she calls you up and you have to go and pick her up.
Yeah.
You know what else she says when she calls me up? I miss you. That's a throw.
I miss you picking me up.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's a throw to the song that's about to play by the Rolling Stones.
Oh,
Sorry.
very good, Keezy.
I
Very
thought it was
good.
yeah, there we go. Oh, tune.
Tune.
Hey, text 3493. Text the word Lou to 3493. Make a $3 donation to Bowel Cancer New Zealand, why don't you? And come down to the Empire Tavern.
Beautiful.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. Great having your company on this historic day, fellas, raising awareness and money for Bowel Cancer New Zealand. And I tell you what, we want to send out some gratitude, actually, to all the people that have donated and texted through. We're really rocketing up now, and that shaved Hoity J head is looking more and more likely, fellas.
That's right. Jace has promised if we hit 50 grand, we can shave his head. So if you would like to make that happen, I certainly do. Text the word Lou to 3493, instant $3 donation to Bowel Cancer New Zealand, or go to dayinlou.co.nz and make a big old donation there.
Yeah, totally. And by the way, if you're in the area of the Auckland CBD, come on down to the Empire Tavern, have a beersy, grab yourself a Backbone t-shirt and get stuck into it, all right? Heaps coming up after 6.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon, live from the Empire Tavern in the Auckland CBD. Come on down and say good day if you're in the area. And I have to say, everyone, that is now 12 hours officially. We've been broadcasting today from the Empire Tavern. 12 hours. Can I say also a massive thank you to all the people that have donated. Keep those donations coming, though. Don't stop. We want to carry on with it, fellas.
That's right, Jace. Text the word Lou to 3493. In fact, some of you are listening to this right now live on your way home from work. If you're in Auckland, come to the Empire. Don't go home. Secondly, if you're listening to this via a podcast, it's not too late. Text Lou to 3493. Keep the funds coming in for Bowel Cancer New Zealand.
Yeah, totally. And I'm thinking to myself, it's been such a good experience, actually, Mogi, that I reckon we do a 24-hour broadcast, mate. We get in our jammies, get a bit of avocado oil and stuff like that, dim the lights and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great idea. And also on that note, I don't think we really need any of the radio gear or anything like that.
No.
So just get rid of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't really need an audience as such.
No, I don't think
it
so.
could just be on a webcam, Keezy. We'll get you involved in that, brother.
Oh, so I'll be involved?
Yeah, a little
Cool,
bit of
that sounds
avocado
cool.
oil, bit of webcam action. Oh, actually, yeah. Launch that acting career of yours, Keezy.
Oh, cool.
yeah, totally. We get you started on your soft porn.
Just quickly, thanks, fellas. I'd really appreciate that. Just quickly, a lot of text coming through Lou to 3483. We want you to redirect that, resend Lou to 3493. 3483 is for texting us abuse about how steamed Keezy is or how big Hoity J's nose is. 3493 is for donating to Bowel Cancer New Zealand, all right? So Lou to 3493.
Are we able to, and I know because it's technically challenging here, Keezy, to see the final results of the poll at all? Is that
the Hodaki big poll.
Yeah, the big poll.
Oh, yeah, we need a big
double
poll.
dipping, yes or no?
That's right. Now, this big poll came off the back of Jason Hoyt. We arrived here at the Empire Tavern, raising funds for Bowel Cancer New Zealand. Pugs, our producer, ordered a bowl of chips because he hadn't had breakfast. And Jace...
And me. We
and
both
Mike.
started massively double dipping, and Keezy
What?
had himself a little hissy fit. He's a massive germaphobe, as we know.
Yes.
He doesn't like putting nose sprays up his nose that have been anywhere near his wife's schnoz. Is she running the schnoz like you?
Nah,
Keezy?
just a nose.
Just a nose for her.
If you're listening, babe,
but
love
yeah,
you.
He's a massive germaphobe, and so he had an issue with us double dipping. So we run the poll on the Instagram. The big poll of the day is double dipping, yay or nay.
That's right. Now, you can vote at Hodaki Big Show, the Instagram story there. And can I just clarify, I wouldn't mind double dipping if you guys weren't off sick all the time. The final result, double dipping in a shared bowl of chips, yes or no? Yes, 43%.
Oh, controversy.
No, 57%. So actually, almost half the population have no issue with it.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
That makes
Because
sense
it's
to me.
disgusting.
Yeah, well, no, I think there's nothing wrong with it.
Normal, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. From here, folks, we're going to head back to the Hodaki Big Show studio, do the last hour.
Yes, indeed, we are, Keezy.
And then from 7 onwards, we'll head back to the Empire.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Midnight Oil there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, the guys sound different. That's because we're back in the studio, aren't we, fellas?
Yes. That's right.
We had to get away from the madness of the live show. So we're doing it from the studio now, if you're wondering why we sound different.
We've been at the Empire Tavern in Auckland all day since 6 a.m. this morning, 6 till 6, raising funds for Bowel Cancer New Zealand. You can still donate by texting Lou to 3493. That's a $3 donation. Or if you want to make a big donation, dayanlou.co.nz.
And as I said on the live show, I want to get to $1 million by the end of the day, and we're fast on our way there, fellas. Kudos to all of us.
Well, if we say we want $1 million, though, that's very hard to achieve. That'd be
you've got to set high goals, Keezy.
But when we fall short, people will be
it
like,
doesn't matter if you fall short. Okay, you get $950,000.
Right, well, even that seems tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you enjoy the pub, Mogi?
Aim for the sun, Keezy, and you might hit, the first floor of the pub.
Totally.
Yeah, man. Write that down, actually, Jace. That's a good saying.
I don't write stuff down, Keezy. That's your job.
Are you guys
Don't ever say that to me again. It is massively insulting to me.
Right.
Have you been on the beersies again?
Yeah, I've had a couple. I've been at a live show at a pub. I'm allowed to have a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go back after the show?
Oh, yeah, totally. I love mingling.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
So, we'll be back at the Empire Tavern shortly after 7 o'clock. As soon as it hits, boom, over there.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Big audio dynamite there on the radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. But right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah.
Watched Deadlock last night, man.
Did you? That Australian show with Madeline Sami.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
What did you watch that on?
It's on Prime. Jeez, it's good, man. Bloody good. Performances, really, really good. Across the board. Funny. Well, good, really good script. The Kates are the creators of the show. They've done a few other great shows as well. And really, really good. Some of that tonally maybe it's just the early episodes, I don't know, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Have you seen that, man?
Yeah. Funnily enough, Mogi, I watched Deadlock last night as well.
Oh, you're such a copycat,
great
Whatever
minds,
Mogi's doing.
Hang on a minute.
Think alike,
Haven't you got the Stokes documentary, Triangle of Sadness? What else have I
week's
told you to watch?
Warriors
Last week's Warriors
Those
game.
ones I'm
Jury
saving
duty.
for the weekend where I can really savor
Really enjoy them,
You see,
yeah.
I'm so exhausted after the show every night that I just like something that I don't have to concentrate too hard on.
Yeah.
And any recommendation I get from Mogi,
Ben Stokes documentary, a cricketer.
mate, I want to make sure that I'm fully focused
Warriors
and
game.
ready to go. But yes, I watched Deadlock last night too. Good scripts, good cast. Tonally, I thought maybe a bit off at times, but like you, my thought was early episodes that may settle down over time.
Yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed it.
Wait,
Beautiful, set in Tasmania.
So you watched the same thing as Mike Minogue and then have the exact same opinions on it?
Well, it's amazing. As I said, Keezy, great minds think alike.
I just feel like sometimes you're just copying them.
Just write that down, would you?
What's that?
Great minds think alike.
And then I'll say, Jason invented this saying when he copied Mogi on What's on the TV with Mike Minogue.
Yeah.
Are you writing that down, though?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like you're writing it down, Keezy.
No, I'm writing it down in my head and then I type it out next.
Well, I don't like you just leaving stuff in your head because then it just gets washed away with alcohol.
It's true, going back to the Empire after this. But I watched the last episode of the reveal episode of Jury Duty.
Oh, how was it?
Really, 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 really cool.
Touching. You cried.
It was just nice because...
Was your wife awake?
Yes.
What?
Okay,
Really?
she was.
So there's 8 episodes.
Shit.
7 of them are the fake, and if you don't know what it is, it's on Amazon Prime. One person is on jury service, thinks that it's a real case, but everyone else is actors. And it goes for 2 weeks, and then it's 8 episodes. 7 of them are the actual trial. The 8th one is how they did it all, and interviews with everyone afterwards. So we haven't watched that one yet, but the case is wrapped up. It's been revealed, and it's very, very good. Really good.
Who did it?
Well, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, because whenever I hear, the shows that you like, Keezy,
Jury
of course,
Duty.
I immediately go and check them out as well, just to keep up with what the
Kids are into?
Yeah, the kids.
Well,
yeah.
have you watched this? Can you watch it this weekend?
Nah. I've got Ben Stokes.
You're not going to watch that, I know that.
And the Warriors.
Yeah, and whatever Mike's watching, you'll just watch that as well.
And the behind the scenes of the Aussie cricket side.
Oh, right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, beautiful.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Wetter there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now listen, earlier in the day, the Breakfast Boys, Mogi, I don't know if you heard this, caught up with the one and only legendary Di Henwood, where he talked a little bit about his own journey with bowel cancer, and it was an amazing chat. Let's have a little bit of a listen to it now.
For some reason, there's something, particularly with males in New Zealand, where we don't like to go and look for help.
Here's the thing you might Google. You might have a bit of blood on the paper or whatever, and you're Googling, and they say, look, if it looks fresh, it's not bowel cancer, right? Well, for me, it always only looked fresh, and it was stage 4 bowel cancer. So don't fall on Google. Go and say, hey, look, this is worrying me. This is a bit stressful.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you embarrass yourself in front of the GP and they say everything's fine. That's actually a great result, isn't it?
Absolutely. And GPs, I mean, you're more embarrassed than them.
Yeah, when they see everything every single day. So bleeding from the bottom, rectal bleeding, change of bowel motions, habits that come and go over several weeks, anemia, severe persistent or periodic abnormal pain, a lump or mass in the abdomen, tiredness and loss of weight. Or if you're worried at all, just go and see your GP right away. Why wouldn't you?
Di, thanks so much for joining us. Your story is a inspirational story. You're a treasure. So thank you so much.
And also to anyone out there who has just got checked and has got a sad diagnosis that they're dealing with, you're living with cancer. This isn't, don't sign off, mate. There's plenty of life. Every day that you're taking a breath and having a smile, you're living through it. And so do enjoy where you can.
Well, there you go. The amazing Di Henwood. God, he's a good bastard, isn't he, fellas?
He's a backbone.
He's a massive backbone, and he is a great New Zealander. And
I actually had a mate reach out to me a little while ago, and her partner is, and we spoke about touched on it a little bit earlier in the show, but her partner's been diagnosed with colon rectal. Would that be right? I think that's probably the technical name for bowel cancer, and she wanted me to thank Di because it's been the way that he has handled his diagnosis and doing so publicly has been a real inspiration for her and her partner on their journey and how they've dealt with it. And so the open conversations that are happening around it are having a really positive effect for people, which is bloody great.
That's right. And if you might not be experiencing it yourself, but if you want to get in behind the cause that is Bowel Cancer New Zealand, like we have been doing all day at the Empire with a day in lieu, text the word Lou to 3493. That's an automatic $3 donation. However, if you'd like to make more of a donation, go to dayinlieu.co.nz.
Yeah, good stuff.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
All right, well, there you go, you mad bastards.
You sick sons of bees.
It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you the show, firstly from the Empire Tavern and now from the studio. I hope you've enjoyed it. Mogi, quiet one for you tonight after the big party last night with the little one.
The little one, well, quiet one mostly because of all the talking I've done today, so I'm just going to go home and shut up.
Yeah, nice, mate. Keezy, what are your plans, mate?
Well, there's
Not videoing Hoity J on his way home, I hope.
No, I busted you with cheese balls. That's all done and dusted. We put that to bed. I'm going to go back to the Empire.
Well, we put it to bed in by putting it on the internet.
Yeah, that's bed. I'm going to go back to the Empire where a large portion of the Hodaki people still are. So if you want to come down, get involved and text Lou to 3493 to donate to Bowel Cancer New Zealand. Get stuck in and I'll see you there.
Good stuff,
fellas.
mate.
Good job today.
And I won't be hungover and nasally tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever. I'll come back with you, Keezy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Man, I'll be there.
So I'm going to do another couple of donations on my phone here and then I'll pop on over as well.
See, you saying that makes me think you're not going to do it.
Hey, I tell you what, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for listening. Make sure you tune into tomorrow's show. Until then, see you later.